Let me ask you something honestly. How many self-improvement videos have you watched over the last 30 days? 10, 50, maybe even more? And let me ask you another thing. What in your actual life is different because of you watching them? Not what you've learned, not what you wrote down in your notebook. What is actually different in your life? If your honest answer right now is not much, then don't click away. Because this video is not about giving you another system. It's about showing you the trap that keeps intelligent, motivated people stuck in preparation mode for years. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let me describe a cycle and let's see if it's familiar for you. One day something hits you. You look at your life and think, I can't keep drifting like this again. So you start improving yourself. You find a YouTube channel, then another one, then a podcast, you start reading books, you start journaling, you discover dopamine detoxes or new morning routines, some kind of habit trackers. You download Notion and you build a productivity system that looks like a NASA mission control. And for a few days, maybe a few weeks, it generally feels like something is changing. You feel focused, you feel motivated, you feel like you're finally becoming the person you're supposed to be. But then, suddenly, nothing in your real life actually moves. Your environment is still the same. Your situation is the same. Your results are the same. So what do? You probably find another book or another system. You're probably searching for another video out there explaining the mindset of successful people. Because clearly, you just haven't found the right method yet, right? But here's the problem. You're not in a growth phase. You're in a loop. And the reason this loop is so dangerous is because it feels like progress. Your brain gives you a dopamine hit every time you finish a book. You feel smarter after watching a breakdown of how successful people think. But you didn't actually build anything. You just watched someone else describing business things or building things. And I know this loop because I've lived inside it for a long time. There was a phase in my life where I constantly was reading or watching or planning or writing ideas into my notebook. But avoiding the moment where something had to become real. And eventually I had to ask myself a really uncomfortable question. Am I preparing or am I just hiding from my true potential? I started calling this the Growth Theater. Growth Theater is when you perform self-improvement for yourself. You do all the moves. The journaling, the routines, the planning, the learning from new skills, but none of it is connected to something real you're building. It's improvement as an identity, not improvement as a tool. You feel like someone who is working on himself. You feel disciplined, you feel productive, but the uncomfortable truth is nothing real is coming out of it. You're becoming very good at preparing, and preparing is safe. You can believe me in this, because when you are preparing, you haven't failed yet. You're still in potential mode. You could still become anything you put your mind into. But the moment you commit to one real direction, everything changes. Now you can fail. Now you can look freaking stupid. Now you can spend 3 months building something that doesn't work out at the end, but you don't know it in the first place. Your brain knows this. And your brain's job is not to make you successful. Your brain's job is to keep you safe. So it whispers something that sounds completely reasonable to you. Just learn a little more. Watch one video more. Build a better plan. And you believe it, right? Because preparation feels productive. But slowly you become comfortable in the waiting room. And the waiting room is very comfortable. Your waiting room in the comfort zone has free Wi-Fi. It has infinite advices. It has endless content you can watch. And you can stay there for years. And many people do. Let me give you a simple rule. If you have been preparing for something more than 90 days, you are not preparing anymore. You are avoiding the moment where it becomes real. Because most things people want to build today don't require years of preparation. You can start a YouTube channel tomorrow. You can start learning a skill tomorrow. You can start posting your ideas tomorrow. You can start building a small project tomorrow. Or even today. Will it be messy? Probably. Yeah. Will it be imperfect? Of course. But the execution teaches you more in 2 weeks than preparation teaches you in 6 months. because execution gives you feedback, real feedback, not some theory you can watch in a video or read in a book, not someone else's framework, your own mistakes you're making. Your lessons you learn from the mistakes you make and your own reality. And that's where real growth actually starts. When I think back of my first YouTube video I made, this was messy, this was unscripted, there was no line I was drawing, there was just me talking about something and trying to figure it out. And my English wasn't that good till now. And still now my English is not the best, but I'm still working on it. I'm getting better, I'm improving myself. I've learned so much over the last 5 months, which I make content for, and it was a pain in the ass, but it made me better. So what breaks the preparation loop so that you can get better too? It's not another system, it's not a better productivity method. It's something much simpler. It's your choice to choose one simple direction and stay long enough with it so that you can see real results. Not a feeling, a simple result. One direction, not splitting into 5, not 3 backups plans, just one direction where you go all in. Maybe you decide to build a small personal brand, or you decide to learn a new skill and get your first client, or you decide to design your own product and try to sell it to 100 people. The direction itself matters less than the commitment, because commitment forces your reality. And reality is where growth actually happens. The moment I stopped learning about business and actually started building something, everything changed for me. Yes, it was messy. Yes, it was definitely uncomfortable. And no, I didn't feel ready at my first video. But within a few weeks of executing, I learned more than months of consuming any video out there or any mentor who could teach me something, because the execution removes the illusion. Execution shows you the truth, and you can learn so much from the truth, believe me this. So I want to leave you with one simple rule. Whenever I feel myself sliding back into preparation mode, I come back to this. Imperfect and visible beats perfect and invisible. Let me say it one more time. Imperfect and visible beats perfect and invisible. Think about this. The mediocre business that exists will always outperform the business plan in your notebook. The rough first video you upload will teach you more than one you're still scripting in your head. The clumsy first attempt of anything real will always beat the thousands of pieces of advices you consume about it. Learning is powerful, don't get me wrong, but if you've been learning about something for months and still haven't started, you're not learning anymore. You are hiding, and you know it. And I know this truth is rough, but it is the truth. If this video feels personal to you, it's probably because you are exactly the kind of person this channel is for. This isn't just a motivation channel where everything is happy and full of flowers and unicorns and whatever. I don't want to hype you up. I want you to actually build something and succeed in your life. For example, building a business or creating or learning a new skill, a life you choose instead of one you drifted into. So if you're ready to stop consuming and start committing, simply subscribe. And if this video made something click for you, write one sentence in the comments. Just one simple sentence like, one thing you have been preparing for that you are finally going to start right now after this video, because sometimes seeing someone else commit publicly is exactly the push another person needs.